It's been a while. You've seen snippets of me here and there. The reason is because I'm staying true to my word. Like 6 months ago, I was on my motorcycle and I said if I didn't get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, 2021, whatever, I would just start making whatever I want, whenever I want to, however I want to. Today's video is another pipe smoking video, but it's not just a pipe smoking video because I got stuff on my mind and I'm going to talk about it. We're living in a society. That's the kind of video it's going to be. So, to match kind of a bitter topic, I have something that is very sweet, or so I've heard. Sutliff's Molto Dolce. This is a renowned aromatic blend. And with that, I'm bringing out a renowned pipe, a Savinelli. With that, I also got a new lighter. This little Hearth and Home pipe lighter has a little tamper built in. If you turn it around, makes a good tamp. But I really love the sound. Listen. And it actually works 9 out of 10 times. All lighters suck. Don't fall into the trap of buying $200 lighters, because a stick that's on fire is just as good, if not better. I'm gonna get straight to this. So, October 18th, 21 is when this was canned. It is made by Sutliff, which is owned by McBaron. Molto Dolce. It has this cool looking mural on the front of it. Rich and creamy texture of vanilla, caramel, and honey. Sold. It's an aromatic. I don't really know what else to tell you. I haven't read it. I think it's, just because it's an aromatic, I can assume there is no Latakia, there's no Perique. It's going to be mostly Virginias, Cavendish, and some Burley, if there's any Burley in there. I know that Sutliff is pretty good about toning down its Burleys to make sure it doesn't have any sort of cigarette-y essence to it, unlike Cornell and Deal. I'm still mad at you, Cornell and Deal. Your blends smell like cigarettes. Stop. Alright, let's crack this tin. So, it's a shame what's going on over in Eastern Europe right now, and in the Russia-Ukraine area of the world, because this is a war that really no one wanted. This is a brothers' war. These are brothers fighting. So, with that opening, let me christen this. To the leaders who lead from the front and not behind. You might be dying for a cause, whether it be useless or useful. You're standing for something, and you're leading your people. Cheers to you for leading from the front. Whoa, dude! I have never smelled an aromatic tin note like this. I can already tell that this is gonna, yeah, that is moist. I don't think I'm gonna be able to smoke this tonight because it's a little bit too damp. Wet pancake on a Sunday morning moist. You're gonna have to let this dry out for like 10, 15 minutes. You know what? How about a tissue? I hate to say this, it's almost a little bit chemically, but you'll have that with aromatics. Not to the point where it turns me off, and I don't like chemical stuff. So you can be safe on that, but I have never smoked this before. I do love what Sutliff makes. I have never had a Sutliff blend that I hate. Most of the ones that I've had I actually really like East Farthing, Voodoo Queen, Burma Road. Anyways, tin notes so far. A little bit of licorice, a little bit of fresh cut grass, shout out Critical Role, almost a hint of Sambuca, black Sambuca, hints of cinnamon, lots of honey, but not like raw unpasteurized honey. It kind of smells like that bear shaped bottle, like the squeezed, like not real honey, kind of, you know, not my favorite honey. Holiday cookie, diabetes. It smells like being given a treat on a Friday in grade school for having good behavior and acing your spelling test, and then promptly getting that treat taken away for throwing it across the room at one of your friends. Not too much to say on this can. It's strong. It's strong. Like, plum pudding is equally as wow in the amount of aromas you get when you open the tin for the first time. So they're at like the same level for the volume of sensations that you get from it. They're on completely different ends of the spectrum on when it comes to flavor. Like, plum pudding is spicy, it's leathery, it's smoky, it feels like a mountain man's embrace. Bit of a bear hug. This is your girlfriend when she's being super nice to you and cooking for you and making you sweets. That's what this is. Plum pudding is your dad giving you a lesson. Molto Dolce is your girlfriend giving you a hand. Can't say that on here, can I? That blows. Jobs change here and there. I guess that was enough pause between those two words where I can actually say that. I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming out here and hanging out with me today/tomorrow. Let's go smoke. Like I said in a video a long time ago, why is it that the news always has something bad to say? I mean, yeah, I get it. It's sensational. It sells. It sells. But you know what else sells? Good times. That's why there's always advertisements about vacations, resorts, sports cars, nice houses, all this stuff. So I don't want to hear about nice things not selling, because nice things definitely sell. I mean, I bought this. This is nice. I enjoy it. I'm going to smoke this, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Will doctors disagree with me? Most. Do I do this all the time? Absolutely not. This is a special thing just for this video, just for you. So, hey, leave a comment, like, subscribe, by the way. This is something that I do as enjoyment, but hopefully you're enjoying it too. If you're not, then I don't know what you're still doing here. I gotta say, this does taste really well. This is my number 2 favorite aromatic. And it's not number 1 is because, well, there's 2 reasons. One, the room note, the flavoring, it's a little strong, and it's a little bit on the glycol-y side, so it's not like my favorite thing in the world. It tastes like the kind of tobacco you'd give to someone that like doesn't like smoking pipe that much anyways. You know, definitely non-smoker friendly, so if you're gonna smoke something around people that don't smoke, this is probably something you'll get away with. Is it a good tobacco? Yeah, it's a good tobacco. Now, a lot of people say they can't describe the flavor of this, and I understand why. So, it doesn't taste like any one thing that I can compare it to, but it does have a distinct profile, and I can describe that to you. So, the kind of honey that you get from when you drop a big dollop of local raw honey into a steaming glass of water or a mug of water to make some tea. It's that kind of honey zest. It's a little bit of a hint of cacao, just in the way back. Vanilla, but the bean, like if you rub a vanilla bean in your hands and then you smell your hands. Nectarine, but only the smell of it, not the taste of it. What I mean by that is if you retrohale, like you blow out through your nose. Yeah. This is an 8.5 to 9 out of 10 blend. It's a good blend. It's definitely going in my top 10. Can I live without it? Yeah. I still think that Lane BCA 1Q 50/50 is like the best aromatic that you can have. Maybe it's just because I'm an English lover. I like Perique, I like Latakia blends, so that stuff just speaks to me differently. Do I got time here? Yeah, I got time. I'm trying to get to the gym before 5 because got to meet up with my friends at 6 o'clock for our bi-weekly meeting. That lady had a mask on in her car. We're still in that phase, aren't we? We're getting to a point up here in New England where I live where, you know, we've lived with seasonal diseases all the time, you know, influenzas of different sorts, other ailments that come around at certain times of year. So the people here are accustomed to avoiding microbes, you know, pathogens like that. But like everyone has their own way to go about it. Some people go about it with the brute force method of just like, hey, whatever happens, happens. My immune system will get stronger or I'll die. You know, some people are like that. Some people are more like me, where they're a bit more proactive. Like they'll wash their hands more. They'll like stay away from people that they know are sick or stuff. And then there's some people that just lock themselves inside, you know? I went through that phase when the pandemic first started, partially on purpose and partially by accident, because we all got laid off from work. You know, I'm sure a lot of us remember that. It's smoky. It's not smoky flavored. It's smoky, like, it produces a lot of vapor, which is probably the reason it's not a 10 out of 10. It's just got a little bit too much chemical. Like, if they just toned it back a little more, it'd probably be a 9 out of 10 instead of 8.5. Oh, by the way, 7 Ellie, great pipe. Is it my favorite pipe? I don't think I have a favorite pipe, but I do love sitting pipes. You know, the ones that kind of sit like that. And poker pipes just look cool. I mean, they look freaking awesome. Come on. But yeah, we live in a society. So, right now there's things going on about the gas prices, and, you know, there's two arguments about it. It's like, why are you even complaining? You can't do anything about it. Correct. Can't do anything about it, really. You could save money in other areas. And the other argument is, you know, people are complaining about $5 gas, but they're buying $6 coffee. Also correct. I don't drink coffee. But, you know, it's like a lot of things, it's like just so much cognitive dissonance from paying attention to the microdosing of despair that you get from media. You know, I'm starting to sound like one of those tin hat theorists. There's no conspiracy theory. There's no conspiracy theory here. My takeaway for you is go outside and just spend like 1, 2, 8, 20 days away from the news, or talking about the news, or thinking about the news, or current events, and just focus on your purpose. Like, what do you want to do? Think about that stuff while you're getting sunlight, exercise, eating real food, not listening to 1,000 different people tell you how to live your life. Sure, many of them might have a qualified opinion, but did you ask for that opinion? That's my question. Are you in a position where you feel like you need help on a specific thing? Because we'll find a lot of situations where we're going to find ourselves trapped into a hole of consumption. The trap of consuming things on the internet. Like, you'll see these ads like, did you know that if you drink hot water, you'll die? Or some, God forbid, like, some stupid thing. Like, yeah, if you drink hot enough water, you'll fucking die because it's hot as fuck and you'll boil yourself. Man, my minor was in business. Well, when I was in school, I studied statistics as well. And I don't mean like the theory of statistics. I mean like algebraic statistics. And I understand how statistics are made, how they're formed, and how they can be skewed to show one side of the data versus the other. And you have two parties always fighting each other. And there'll always be data from both sides. They'll take the same information and skew it to fit their own narrative. You have the pipe smokers who are not part of the conversation because we're too busy not doing anything. We're not participating. And here's the real takeaway here. We're not participating in the fight between two factions. So when you're facing a lot of things in your life that get you in your head, oh no, this is happening. Oh no, what about that? What about this? What about that? I'm feeling this way. What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm too much? What if I'm too little? What if they're too much? What if they're too little? We're all gonna die. We're all gonna live and it's bad. Like, I'm not telling you to smoke pipe. I'm telling you to do as the pipe smoker does, which is, if you don't have a gut feeling that you have to participate for something, like if you don't have the gut feeling that one answer is the absolute correct answer, you've looked at it from every single side and you're like, nope, we have to do it this way because it's part of my principles of who I am. Fine. But if you don't have that gut feeling in you and your gut's just kind of like, man, this is stupid. Don't participate. Don't pay attention. Like, it doesn't even exist. Take your figurative pipe, and just peace out, you know? Leave it alone. If it's not your fight, it's not your fight. Not everything has to be a battle. Life itself is already a tremendous task. We shouldn't wish for it to be something else, because getting through it is part of the fun. It's a journey. I have days where it's hard. So will you. And that's okay, because those hard days is what makes easy days easier and more worth it. Anyways, this has been a nice little pipe sesh. I appreciate you coming along. Stay tuned for the next one. The weather is starting to open up. I'm in my shorts, which means that as soon as all the snow melts, which almost all of it has, the Magna's coming out. If you don't know what the Magna is, go peruse on my channel. And check out my bike videos. Motorcycle, not bicycle. Maybe you'll like it. Stick around, because there's going to be more of that this summer. Anyways, stay marvelous. Peace out.